you know, he's an alpha male. I'm an alpha male, and I think we understood that it would enhance both of our work to not get into a ring with one another. First of all, he would crush me into dust. I'm not afraid to admit that. You know, he's one of the best fighters in the world.
Yeah.
When you work for us, you will be treated like family. This, of course, includes your wife and your child. Show us your loyalty, and your future will be bright, my friend.
This is the second time you've actually played a drug dealer, right? First time was in Traffic.
Yeah.
Do you kind of hesitate to play the drug dealer again when it came to this film, or?
That's a really good question, because both in terms of introduction and presence in this film, it's very similar to what I did in Traffic. The character's talked about a lot, so much so that you feel like he's more in the movie than he actually is on page. I think I'm in all of 2 scenes or something like that, a total of 4 or 5 minutes or whatever it is, according to my agent. You're only in the movie for 6 minutes. I don't count, to be honest. And Traffic was a similar way. They were always talking about Juan Obregón. And so when you finally meet him, there's this payoff, and he better live up to that payoff. So I like the challenge of that, to actually to have to rise to the level to fill the shoes of expectation that's created when you talk about someone who's the kingpin, the top of the food chain, as I said. And to the extent that I feel like you folks feel like I delivered, it's really gratifying. I felt like there were enough years, certainly between Traffic and this part, to be able to take it on. You know, they're not dissimilar, they're very similar people. That would be okay. To do it again, I think there'd have to be
big.
It just have to be a bigger part.
Big paycheck.
More pages. Was shooting that series and worked out the schedule so I could run out to Shreveport for 4 days to get this done. And it was a welcome relief for me to be able to take on someone with this kind of gravitas, because on what that show is, which is a nighttime soap opera, the character I was playing he was a bit of an idealized man. He was a fertility doctor who was so great with women, and he was the ideal boyfriend, soon-to-be fiance, and the whole series, after being on for 6 years, I was on part of it for a year and a half, finally ended in December. So it was a nice change of pace. I just reappeared on my 3rd appearance on Modern Family with Sofia Vergara's ne'er-do-well ex-husband. That'll come out in April. So I have no bias when it comes to what form the work happens in. As long as it's good work, well-written work, you know, I'm happy to do it. And clearly, you know, this film is an example of it. It has nothing to do with the size of the part. As long as it's something I can do my thing in, that I can score in.